Hello folks and welcome to the 18th edition of the MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live this season. My name is Jack Gorston. Yes, that does indeed mean that with the 18th one of these this year, we are starting to rattle on through these rounds and get down to crunch time in what could be a full 20-round last round decider in the MotoGP World Championship. We'll see exactly how that one plays out, and this weekend in Thailand at the Chang International Circuit, it's going to be a very, very big weekend for the title chase between Pecco Bagnaia, who is trailing Jorge Martin by 20 points. It's not the biggest gap in the world, but it's definitely not the smallest either. 20 points is a fair old whack, particularly with the consistency that Jorge Martin has been showing all throughout this season. Can he overhaul it this weekend? Well, we'll just wait and see exactly what happens on track. But speaking of on track, thankfully our guest this week will be back on track. We do hope and pray, pending a medical review today. But Somkiat Chantra is joining us, so we'll cross over to Thailand now, where Somkiat is there waiting for us. And Somkiat, it's very good to see you at your home round as well, and hopefully this weekend we'll see you back on the bike. How are you feeling?
Yes, now my feeling is getting better every day, but just after Indonesia GP, I was have a accident with my leg, and I didn't go Japan and also Australia because I have a accident and I pain my leg a lot, and I go back to Bangkok to have a check with the doctor, and the doctor say you have to stop maybe 2 or 3 weeks to recover the leg, and now I'm full fit and to come back in Thai GP in my home place.
That's brilliant news. Great to hear. So no pain at all in the leg. Everything is all okay.
Yes, now it's quite 80%. Couple day I was try with some mini bike, and it's quite better. And
Good.
now like 80% I'm fit.
Brilliant. Well, that's very good to hear, Somkiat. Of course, this weekend, more than any other weekend, is such a special one for yourself. Your home Grand Prix and your last one in Moto2 before you then go on to move into MotoGP next season. How special is it being back home, and what's the reception from the fans been like already?
Yes, I very happy every time when I have a race in Thai GP, because many fan and many friend they come here to support all the rider and also support on me, and also the point is when I on the click start, and they call my name, and this is very nice, and also they give me always like some powerful, and it's very nice before start. It's good.
Well, they definitely gave you some power last year because, of course, you were on the podium last year at your home round. What do you expect this weekend? It's going to be a little bit more difficult with the recent injury and 2 rounds not racing, but what do you think you can do this weekend?
Yeah, for sure. It's this weekend is difficult also because I didn't race in Japan and also no Australia, and now I stop like maybe for 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't touch the bike, and now I come back to touch the race bike, and I think tomorrow will be difficult on the first practice, but let's see. I will try to do my best, and also my maximum for this weekend, and I hope all the tri fan will be enjoy to looking me on the race in this weekend.
Fingers crossed, I'm sure they will be, Somkiat. But of course, we've got you here today because we need you to help us with our MotoGP Fantasy team. So we'll bring in what we have at the moment. Now, our MotoGP Fantasy team, Somkiat, is a little bit difficult because we don't have a lot of money for our salary that we have to be able to make the changes for the riders. We can make 2 changes, so it's entirely up to you. If you want to change 2 riders, you can even just make 1 change if you want. We don't have to do 2 full changes. But let's see if there's anyone that you particularly want to change. So, looking at this team now, Somkiat, is there any rider you think that you would change and maybe try to bring someone else in?
Mm, last year, I want to bring Maverick.
Maverick.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at how much Maverick is. Maverick's 1.9
Maverick.
million, so he's quite cheap actually. So we could change because we have 400,000 salary left. You could either change Maverick for Fabio Quartararo, or you could even remove Pecco Bagnaia or Pedro Acosta and put Maverick in if you wanted to.
Possible to change Jack.
It is, but we'd need a little bit more money. So
Uh,
let's have a look. Let's see. Let's remove Jack, and if you were to remove another rider from there, which one would you remove?
is no Maverick.
Is it,
Bastiantini.
well, at the moment we have 1.7 million. So to be able to put
1.7.
yes, to be able to put Maverick in, we need 1.9. So we first need to remove another rider from our lineup. So maybe we also
1.7. Can you go down? I want to see the
yes.
rider. What?
So 1.7. Ralph Fernandez is 1.2. Johan Zarco is 1.4. Alessio Spargo is 1.7. You have Luca Marini, Alex Rins, Joan Mir as well, and Miguel Oliveira. But Miguel, obviously injured. So
I put Johan Zarco.
Johan Zarco. Okay, let's. Where is
Yes.
Zarco again? Not a bad shout. Johan's been going very well recently. So what that gives us is we now have 300,000 remaining. So you could remove Fabio Quartararo and then you'd have 2.2 million to be able to make a change, or you could even remove Pedro Acosta and then you'd have 2.6 million to be able to make a change. So it's entirely up to you.
No, now I don't remove. Now
No?
it's okay for
Okay,
me.
cool.
Yeah, no.
Well, let's make that one trade with Jack then. So one thing that we can do is obviously we have the constructors, which Aprilia are 1.8. They're actually the third most expensive, and KTM is quite a lot more expensive. So we wouldn't be able to afford KTM or Ducati. Would you want to change the constructor from Aprilia to Honda or Yamaha, maybe, or not?
I change now in the app is also Honda already, no? Can I see in the app?
At the moment, it's Aprilia.
I change to Honda.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Let's do that change. So let's put Honda in and make trade. Okay, so that gives us 400,000 left with those two trades. So happy with this team, Somkiat? Happy?
Yes, I happy about this team. Yes.
Okay. So it's a pretty good team. I mean, we have Pecco Bagnaia, which obviously he's going to be good here this weekend. We know that he was on the podium there last year. Pedro Acosta, he has a medical check today as well for that injured shoulder that he had from Australia, but he thinks he should be okay this weekend. Johan Zarco, who's been doing very good, which obviously next year will be your teammate, which would be good fun. And then Fabio Quartararo as well, and of course we have Honda and Repsol Honda in the team. Of course, Somkiat, we need to talk about next year as well, because it's very, very exciting times for yourself. You're going to be the first Thai rider ever in MotoGP. You must be immensely proud to be going up to MotoGP next year.
Yes, I'm very happy about the next season, and also so exciting. Yeah, when I know like I will go MotoGP for next year, I so happy and so exciting. And yeah, for sure, the next year is quite really difficult and really tough because all the rider quite really fast, and also I was follow the race quite many race, and the lap time also quite really close. And yeah, next year I must to learn a lot from Johan Sarko and also Luca Marini and also John Mir. And also next year we will have the test rider Alex Espargaro. I must to learn from them quite a lot how to riding MotoGP, but I will try to do my best. And also I exciting also about the next year they will start the Buriram the first race and was amazing. And I hope all the fans come to support me also on the next season on the first MotoGP in Buriram.
I'm sure they will. We can't wait for that first race next year in 2025. I think it's going to be probably the biggest crowd we've ever had in Thailand, so it should be a lot of fun. Of course, you will get your first time on the MotoGP bike in Valencia at the Valencia test just in around about 3 weeks' time. Are you nervous for it? Excited? You know, is it all the emotions into one?
Yes, I'm so exciting to riding the MotoGP bike, but they say when I know about I will go MotoGP for the next season. Now I was try to training a lot to have the body ready to adapt the bike, and let's see in Valencia. I think I will enjoy to riding MotoGP bike.
Good. Well, we can't wait to see you there, Somkiat. We'll let you go because we know that today is a very, very busy day for you. I'm sure you have lots of interviews today at your home GP, so we won't take up any more of your time. But Somkiat, good luck this weekend. Good luck throughout the remainder of this season and also going into MotoGP next season. Thanks for joining us, Somkiat.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye for now. So, Somkiat Chantra then, as you can see, he's gone for this team in the end, which, as you can see on your screen, is Pecco Bagnaia, Pedro Acosta, Joan Zarco, Fabio Quartararo. He's gone for Honda in the constructor and also then the team of Repsol Honda. If we go and look down at some of the riders we perhaps need to talk about, of course, Fabio Di Gianantonio, this is going to be his last race weekend before then going off to have that surgery. He'll be sitting out both Malaysia and the final round in Valencia. So if you do have Fabio in your team after this weekend, make sure that you do go and indeed change him. But you can see there the haul of points that he got last time out in Australia, doing a fantastic job even with that injured shoulder, and what was a real crazy battle for fourth place in that Australian GP race there on Sunday. A real belter. If you haven't seen the clip that was on our social media channels, just go back on their Instagram and you'll find it. Fabio Quartararo, of course, stays in the team. Somkiat electing to keep him in the end, and certainly not a bad one. Fabio did pretty good as well, even though the qualifying wasn't great. I think he made up 10 places or something on Sunday, so a really, really strong job from Fabio Quartararo there last weekend. And then who else should we talk about? Brad Binder, definitely an interesting one this weekend. I mean, we know just how close he was to victory last year. I think he came across the line second, didn't he? And then ultimately lost that second place due to track limits and finished third. But it will be interesting this weekend just to see how close KTM can be to the GP24s, which undoubtedly will be at the front. And another rider that we hope will be at the front is Maverick Vinales, because he had so much pace all weekend in Australia, just didn't quite get the results that we thought perhaps Maverick would do. Somkiat bringing in Joan Zarco certainly isn't too bad of an option if you've not got too much money like us. He started to get some real solid points, and just indeed Honda have made a little bit of a pickup in their form and their pace as well. So definitely not too bad of an idea to go for the Frenchman. So then that's going to be it here for the MotoGP Fantasy Preview Live here for Thailand round 18 of the 20-round MotoGP World Championship. We're starting to get down to it now. 3 rounds to go this week, next week in Malaysia, and then 2 weeks after that, the finale in Valencia, which is looking like we might well see the championship go all the way down to the finale in Valencia, and hopefully as well right down to Sunday and not just Saturday either. So let's see how that one goes then. 20 points in it. Make sure you let us know who you think is going to be MotoGP World Champion. It's not just Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin still in the fight. Remember as well, technically and mathematically, Marc Marquez and still Enea Bastianini are in there. But, I mean, they would need some sort of miracle to overhaul the points gaps that they do have to the top. I think it's around 73 or something back that Mark is from the top at the moment. But that's going to do it then. Thank you very much for watching us, and we'll see you this weekend out there in Thailand, hopefully. And if not, enjoy it wherever you're watching from when you surf for at home.